Hi, Head Start and Early Head Start community. As everyone starts zooming in, if you will, please share in the chat where you are joining us from. Welcome to the NHSA webinar, Paving the Way to Your Child Development Associate, aka CDA. This is our second webinar since we launched the CDA courses in February 2022. I'm Suli Vasquez, the associate manager. It was my previous role as associate manager, but I'm the manager of early Head Start professional learning programs here at NHSA, and also the course manager of the CDA, the Academy. Today, we'll share some valuable information about our CDA pathways with you. So your program, you as a teacher, home visitor, family childcare home provider, parent, or high school student who's watching this webinar live or the recording later on this week can embark on this journey with us. If you're not familiar with the CDA courses during our short time together, I'll tell you what CDA courses we have available, and you will also hear the experience of two teachers who are taking the CDA with us. So they are officially CDA candidates and soon CDA graduates. We have a program leader with us and one of our CDA coaches. If you have any questions about the CDA course, please put them in the chat. My DJ Zoom will let me know, and I will do my best to answer all of your questions towards the end of the webinar. If you have questions about the CDA application and credentialing process, please contact the CDA Council. They will be happy to answer any of your questions about the exam or verification visit. Before I get started with the CDA overview and introduce our amazing panelists who will be sharing their experiences, I want to take a moment to thank the people who have helped to make the CDA course at the Academy possible. And we have been part of this journey one way or another. I want to thank our partners, the CDA Council, the National University for their expertise and support. To the reviewers, my dear colleagues and curriculum experts, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to review the content from top to bottom and providing valuable feedback. To the programs, over 50 Head Start Early Head Start programs nationwide have registered teachers in our CDA pathway since the courses were launched last year. So thank you so much for that. And last but not least, thank you to everyone at NHSA for their support and my awesome, incredible team. The Academy team, Dr. B, Christina, Rachel, Ashley, Dennis, Annabelle, and Pinky the Jackalope. Thank you for your support and the time you have dedicated to this beautiful project. It's an honor and a pleasure to support the programs in preparing the teachers to obtain these important credentials. As a former early Head Start and Head Start parent, teacher, and administrator myself, and a certified CDA instructor and a CDA PDA specialist for years, I know firsthand the importance of having highly qualified primary caregivers to take care of our little ones. The CDA is the most widely recognized credential in early childhood education and a key stepping stone on the path of career advancement in early childhood. The CDA competency standards offer a roadmap for what the teacher should know and be able to do effectively in any setting, infant and toddler or preschool classroom, family child care home, and home visitor. This is something that we take very seriously here at NHSA. That is why this project is dear and near to my heart. And what makes it even more special is that who is considered one of the fathers of Head Start is also the father of the CDA, Dr. Edward Ziegler. I am a big fan of him, and it's our deepest desire to honor his memory with these CDA training pathways. Since our courses were launched in February, many teachers, officially CDA candidates, have completed their CDA work and CDA portfolio, got the CDA credential, or are in the process of obtaining their certificate. The Academy team wants to celebrate this huge accomplishment, so my friend Pinky is here to celebrate with them. So please be ready to engage and participate in this celebration. Pinky will let you know how. Feel free to dance, put your hands in the air, and have fun. Are you ready? Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me. Okay. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Right, good job. Let's celebrate. Congratulations, CDA graduates and completers. Thank you, Pinky. That was fun.
Yes.
Let's back to our CDA presentation here. All right. So now let's talk about our CDA courses. Currently, we have available two type of self-paced CDAs, on-demand and live cohorts. These two type of CDAs are available for infant and toddlers, preschool, home visitors, and family check and home providers. Our CDA courses are designed to complete in 4 months, and the teachers have access to the content for 6 months. Regardless of what CDA you choose, you are getting the 120 hours of professional early childhood education required by the council, covering all 6 competency standards. Each of the ACDA subject areas and all the 13 functional areas. Also, I have to highlight that all our CDA courses are aligned with the Head Start program performance standards and the Early Learning Outcomes framework. Each module indicates the alignment with the functional area and ELOV, which is a huge plus. Knowing that ELOV is part of, as you know, is part of the mandates for all Head Start and early Head Start programs. So you can rest assured that the staff in your program who are taking the CDA with the Academy NHSA are not only learning about child development, but also they're learning about domains, goals, and developmental progression that are included in the Head Start Outcomes framework. So you might be asking, what is the difference then between on-demand and live cohorts or live training pathways? Well, there is a significant difference. The main difference is that the live cohort includes the CDA competency standard book, which is required for any CDA candidate applying for the CDA credential. Also, the candidates registered for the live training pathway have an expert coach who is supporting them along the way, mainly to support them with the CDA portfolio, also required to apply for the credential. We know that the biggest struggle when it comes to applying for the CDA is the portfolio. Teachers struggles to put in writing what they do in the classroom with the children, and part of the evidence that they have to include in the portfolio, there is 6 written reflections. One reflects statement for each of the 6 CDA competency standards. So the coach has an important role supporting the teachers on this piece, making sure that they are adding the information according to the CDA standards. We have a system in place that makes this writing process easier for the teachers, and thus far it has been very successful. In addition to the book and the coaching, the live cohorts include the CDA application fee, meaning we provide a voucher that the teacher CDA candidate uses to complete the CDA application and schedule her CDA exam. And for the observation, we have the teachers coordinate the verification visit. The on-demand CDA, on the other hand, does not include books, coaching support. It's only the coursework. The candidate is responsible to put together the portfolio and apply for the credential. Those are mainly the differences. If you want to know more, I highly suggest visiting the CDA webpage, and we can put the link in the chat. So going back to the CDA pathway, these are the main steps to move through the CDA credentialing process. Prepare and participate. Steps cover the basic requirements requested by the council. If you want to know more about the requirements, please check CDA Council website. These steps include the 120 PD hours that our CDA course provides. Apply for the CDA credential with the council, demonstrate covers the observation and CDA exam. And last but not least, all the teachers who get the CDA with us will get college credit, which is something that I'm very excited about. I want to finish this overview by sharing that we have almost 200 teachers registered and counting for our CDA courses between the live and on-demand options. Over 80 CDA candidates already completed the CDA course with us and are in the process to get their credential, or the teachers already got their credential. So congratulations again to all of them. And here I have a map that shows where our CDA candidates are located and the states and regions participating in this project. If your state and or region is not represented on the map yet, well, it's time to include on the map. I'm always excited to pin a new state, and I cannot wait to see this map completely red. Again, registration is open. If you have questions after the webinar, feel free to contact me. I also invite you to see all the courses we're offering right now. Please visit our website and let people know about the Academy at NHSA. We love supporting the programs, so please reach out anytime. Now, I want to pass it on to my amazing guest today. First, I want to start with our amazing CDA coach, Patty Berron. Patty, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Hello, everyone. Well, it is an honor to be with all of you. My name is Patty Berron. I am a CDA coach in the Academy at NHSA. I have a very transformative journey from being homeless in the United States and to becoming a professional early childhood education. And I am in the process to finish my PhD in education and professional counseling. I am a former Head Start parent during a very difficult time while working in a child development center and studying to become a professional in early childhood education. The Head Start opened the doors to take care of my youngest child during his preschool years. So during this time, I discovered the opportunities in getting involved in my child's education and became the parent representative of the Head Start program. And one of my first experience with NHSA was in a parents conference. That experience opened the eyes to me. And during this journey, I received my CDA credential with bilingual specialization in 1989 and graduated as a professional in early childhood education. This being a stepping stone in my career to have diverse roles like teaching early childhood education, be a director on a child development program, a CDA rep, what is called today a PDS. In 2001, I became a Head Start Fellow, a Head Start Reviewer, and I continue my journey as a CDA Professional Development Specialist, an instructor in all the settings, infants and toddlers, preschoolers, family child care, home visitors in both languages, Spanish and English. I have experienced a wide diversity of changes and improvement in both the Council for Professional Recognition with their CDA programs and with the Head Start program services. So once I have the opportunity to be part of the Academy, I noticed the Academy and NHSA provides quality courses. That these courses facilitates people to develop professional Professionally, in the field of early childhood education, they have a huge diversity of courses. We want to focus on the CDA. So my experience has been very rewarding to be able to assist diverse individuals also throughout their journey to the CDA credential. The course is truly clear and gives the opportunity to the participants to go on their own pace. But some participants administrate their time on a very efficient way and were able to finish in less than 4 months. Most of the participants taking appropriate time every day to advance little by little. In 4 months, they are able to finish the course. Now we have the Canvas platform. This gives us the opportunity to communicate more frequently by email. Also give us a notice when the candidates submit their assignments. And I was able to review the assignments, give them feedback according to the council requirements. And during this journey, we have several Zoom meetings. During these Zoom meetings, we reflect on the CDA professional portfolio, and we have time for questions and answers. We were able to evolve and create a new way to report the participants' progress. So their supervisors and leaders were able to assist them in a more efficient way. The Academy at NHSA is always looking to serve the best way possible the needs of the participants in the programs. So this is a transformative experience and a rewarding teamwork. I'm very grateful to the Academy staff, the IT people, all the participants, the supervisors, program leaders, and administrative support people who demonstrate the commitments toward excellence in early childhood education. So I really encourage you, if you are interested to receive your CDA credential, it doesn't matter you're not a teacher right now. You can be a parent, you can be a custodian, but maybe your goals is to develop as a human being, as a professional. This is that great opportunity for you to take. And remember, you are not going to be alone. You're going to have a very strong support with NHSA, the Academy staff, and on your program and the Head Start programs. So I'm very grateful, and it's an honor for me to be with all of you. So thank you, Sully, for this opportunity.
Wow, Patty, thank you so much for sharing your experience with Head Start overall, your own personal experience, but also your experience as a coach. I believe that your time with us has been incredible, not only because you are super professional and you do the very best to support all the candidates, but also you bring that extra experience with Head Start, which is very valuable. So thank you so much for being here with us. All right, next I have a program leader, Brandy Christensen, the adult education coordinator from Utah Community Action. Welcome, Brandy.
Thanks, Julie. Hello, everyone. And thank you, Patty. Patty definitely has been over the top willing to work with us and find new ways to make our ability to help the students in this CDA learning pathway successful in their journey. And I couldn't appreciate Zuli and Patty more for their willingness to meet with us or try to find ways to navigate this new learning journey together and be successful. As far as our program, we serve over 200 kids in Head Start each year, or 2,000 kids in Head Start each year. We're located in Salt Lake and Tooele County in Utah, and we have 25 in a cohort right now going through the CDA program with Patty's help. I've also enrolled in the CDA learning pathway where we don't have a coach, and I've worked through some of the coursework in there. The coursework is laid out really easy to understand, and it's really accessible as far as there's quizzes and prompts for completing your portfolio along the way, which I think are very valuable tools. The other pathways that we have for doing the CDA, it's been pretty difficult to keep everybody on track with getting that the portfolio built while you're attending the coursework and stuff like that for your competency standard hours. And so it's been amazingly beautiful to see how it's packaged and delivered in a way that everything's getting done all at the same time. So it's not two separate things where at the end you're really scrambling to make sure that that portfolio is built, and being able to meet everybody where they're at with their abilities, like their writing abilities and time management and things like that. So thank you all for doing that as well for us. And then I guess on our end, the things that we've found where Patty and Zuli and their team has supported us. We've also found other ways to structure communicating better with program specialists and coordinators in Head Start, because our adult education is its own program underneath the Utah Community Action Program. So they're two different departments. And so we've really been working towards building better relationships and communication and really building that support structure into our everyday instead of just on the days that we can focus on CDA. So it's been a great journey. We've definitely had some learning curves, but I think all in all that we've came out on top and are ready to go in it for our next cohort.
Yay, that's wonderful. Thank you, Brandy, for sharing your experience as a program leader. It's definitely been an incredible experience. Um, the Utah Community Action actually is our first customized cohort. Yay. That means that it's a cohort just exclusively for this program. They enroll 25 teachers and more to come. So it's been definitely really great. And Patty has been their coach, supporting all of them during this time. And I appreciate the feedback. All right, so last but not least, I have two wonderful CDA candidates and completers, or soon to come CDA graduates. So first I have Irene Perez. She is from the West Central Minnesota Community Action. Welcome, Irene.
Hi. Well, my name is Irene Perez, and I work as a teacher assistant at the Head Start Center in Morris, Minnesota. Well, this was a new experience for me. I had never taken an online course before, and I'm gonna be honest, I was so scared and nervous. But yeah, doing it through the academy was a little easier. From the beginning, I was able to access to my account and find all the information about my course, my subject, information about my coach. Everything was so easy to understand. And it was very helpful for me. Just do each task in order, and yeah, I think all the information I got in each lesson has been very useful for my professional development. And now that I have finished, I feel more capable with my duties in the classroom, and it is very important for me to increase my knowledge and to provide a high quality education to the children in our center, and at the same time to contribute the best of myself to my work team. And it was a great experience, a complete challenge, because firstly, because English is my second language, and the other hard part, it was find the time to work on this. Because yeah, the half of the day we stay in the classroom, and yeah, I'm a wife and a mother too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I did it. I think my favorite part was the videos include. Yeah, I think it's important to be able to see real examples in the classroom. Janet Lucy was my instructor in this adventure, and she sent me a feedback message that made me see that I was on the right track. She was aware of my progress. She answered my message. Yeah, I'm so happy. My only problem was with the online meetings because the schedules confuse me a little bit. We are 1 hour apart, and I missed a couple of the meetings. But yeah, you were very kind to send me the recording, and that was so helpful.
Absolutely. Thank you, Irene, for sharing your experience. You said a couple of things there that I just wanna to highlight and dig deeper into it. And one of the things is the layout of the course, right? Is, as we know, not everybody is computer savvy. Some people struggle with technology, and we get that. So that's why we took our time to see different ways of engaging the teachers, but still including the information that they is required in order to obtain their CDA credential. So don't expect that our course is going to be something that you're going to be reading all the time and it's boring and you're going to fall asleep, because it's not like that. You have videos, you have audio, you have knowledge checks, you have interactive activities that's going to keep you engaged. So that's one of the things, because who doesn't like to have fun? Kids, how the kids learn? By playing, right? Playing is the best way. That's what research says. So since we know that adults, guess what? We like to have fun too. And it's really hard to forget things when you're having fun. Always remember that. So that's one of the things that I personally was very focused on. And the other thing is that our technology, our LMS, our learning management system, allows you to download an app. So you can download it on your phone, on your smartphone, and you can take it anywhere with you. The other aspect of the living program or the live cohort is that have scheduled coaching sessions with your coach. So you can reach out to your coach anytime, but also there is scheduled live sessions that you can go in and ask questions, right? So if for some reason you are not able to make it, all of them are recorded, and I will send you the recording link and you can watch it over and over again. There's no problem with that. However, I highly encourage everybody to participate, because you can learn from other people's questions, right? You might have a question and might support another one. What you were mentioning about the English is your second language, that's wonderful too, because we have coaches that are bilingual. But I'm very excited to announce that we're going to have the CDA in Spanish in the fall. So for those of you that are interested, or you have staff that feel more comfortable just taking it in Spanish, well, we're going to have that available very soon. All right, so I have another CDA candidate. Her name is Angela Nava, and she is also from Utah Community Action. Welcome, Angela.
Hello.
Hi.
So it's my first time, taking my CDA course, and I started as a sub, and then from there I would see how teachers would teach and everything, and I've learned a lot. And from there I decided to take up a step to be a classroom aide, and decided to take my CDA and learn a little bit more. And I like that we're every Friday when we go to our site to go do our CDA, we try to help each other out. And I've learned a lot of new experience learning everything, and it's a great opportunity, you know, for anybody could do it. And for me, I really like it, and it's a good opportunity. And since I have kids of my own, and I've worked with kids before, I used to work at a elementary school with kids with special needs, and had to take some time off to spend more time with my kids. And then from there, one of my sisters like, hey, you know, you should apply for Head Start. You know, it's a good opportunity and it works with your schedule. And now that all my kids are in school, it helps me work in the morning and spend time with them in the afternoon.
That's great, Angela. And I want to ask you a question. You or either Irene can respond. And usually teachers have this concern of how I'm going to manage all these things. You know, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, uh, I work full time in the classroom. So if there's any tips or strategies that you can share with them just to encourage them that this is possible, if you're doing it, they can do it as well.
Yeah, sometimes I was like before, like I'm a mom and a wife as well. And my husband, he supports me and everything. He goes, if this is what you want, you know, go for it. I support you. And my kids help me out. My kids are there for me. They're like, Mom, you can do it. Anybody can do it. I'm like, I tell them, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It doesn't matter the age you are. Like if you want if this is what you want, go for it and follow your dreams. It's never too late to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's great that you have support at home. That is very important. Irene?
Yeah, the same thing. I'm so grateful about the people who show me support, my husband, my coworkers. That was awesome.
All right. So I want also to provide some tips for those that are thinking like, oh, that's too big, too much, oh, it's overwhelming. I don't know how we're gonna do this. And you know, probably you do have heard, you know, bite-sized things, bite-sized learning. And also, I'm a big fan of chunking information. So what that means is that what you can do in a short period of time. Let's say, for example, um, children are during you know, rest time or taking the nap, or at home you have 30 minutes before, you know, fixing dinner. So what you can do in 30 minutes? Well, you probably can just watch a video, right? Just watch one video, and that's all you can do, and it's okay. It's better than nothing, right? So I always support that because I do it myself, and I think it's very, very helpful. So if you try to manage your time little by little, I'm gonna do 20 minutes today, 30 minutes tomorrow. Tomorrow I have more time, or maybe on Friday I have 1 hour that I can dedicate to do my assignments. Then I do it that way. But it's very important that you schedule yourself um, in order to complete the assignment, because yes, the CDA has assignments. Why? Because you have to show proof to the council that you are doing the work. So I'm saying this because I've heard um, questions here and there, and one of them I remember a few months ago, someone was asking me, "Oh, but the CDA has assignments, that's a portfolio." Yes. In order to get your credential, you need to present a portfolio. So please make sure that when you're taking this course or any course, I think this is good for anything, applies for anything. Just try to schedule your time in a way that you can cover information, and either if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes is better than nothing. All right. So I want to open the floor for questions. Any questions? or if any of the guests want to say something else, want to share something with the audience.
Hi, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you said you were going to start the CDA, bilingual CDA, right? In the fall of 2023, the
Mhm.
Spanish CDA, correct?
Uh-huh.
And is that going to be for infants and toddlers, or just the preschoolers, or both?
Great questions. We're hoping to do infant and toddlers and pre-K. And then later on, we will let the audience know when we're ready for the home visitor one and the family check at home. But for now, it's going to be infant and toddlers and pre-K. Thank you. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I have a quiet audience today.
Zuli, there was one in the chat that asked if there was a course syllabus available. What should folks do to get that?
Yes, you can email me and I'll be happy to submit the syllabus for you. There's one for home visiting CDA. Will I be qualified to complete home visits on my own? What qualifications do I need to have to start? Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. However, I want to leave this very clear. We provide the 120 PD hours required for the CDA council, but the council is the one that is going to provide you the credential. Okay, it's a journey. You get your 120 hours and then you apply for the CDA credential. Once you have your CDA credential, then yes, all these the questions about the home visiting or the pre-K or infant and toddlers or family second homes, the answer is yes. You are qualified to do your home visit if you're a home visitor, or to be in the classroom with the children on your own once you have your credential. Great question, and thank you.
Zuli, can you clarify this? Someone has asked if they can do a mix of both live and on demand, or do they have to choose?
Okay, so as I mentioned the beginning, our CDA pathways both are self-paced. So are online, fully online, and you either pick on demand, which is only the coursework, or the live program, which is a cohort and includes the book, the support from a coach, and the CD application. You cannot take both because with one should be sufficient to cover the 120 hours. There's no point to take both, honestly. Both have the 120 hours of the content, the information that you need. The main difference is that with one, you're gonna get support, you're gonna get your portfolio together, you're gonna get the book, the application for the CDA credential is in it. The other one is just the 120 hours coursework. Do you have to renew the CDA credential? Yes, you have to renew the CDA credential every 3 years. Great question. And what is involved? Please check CDA Council website. It tells you in details everything that you need to do. Absolutely.
Ms. Lee,
Yes.
how many hours does it require of the student daily to be, we have teachers, so they're in the classroom. Is it after work that they have to take the courses for we want to pick the choice, where we get support for them?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the room, classrooms, or they do it after work?
This varies. It depends. Some programs, they provide some time for the teachers to go over the course. Other programs, they just leave each teacher to manage their own time. So, but it's a self-paced course. I said again, I provide a pacing guide for the teachers, and I give them some kind of idea of what to complete for the next coaching session. But it's honestly up to them. And just to give you an idea, If 120 hours, so technically it should be 10 hours or so per module. It's 8 modules, including introduction and wrap up, but not all the modules requires that amount of time. Okay, so it varies. It could be 2-3 hours per day, but it honestly it depends on uh, each teacher that is taking the course and the time that they have. But again, as far as the programs, some of them they really accommodate the teacher and say, okay, Fridays or Mondays during this time, just go ahead on the computer lab and work on your CDA. Brandy, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. We set up a room that can occupy 25 students. We're there. There's 3 of us there to support them on Fridays. And then what we've worked to do since then is try to build in additional time each week that they can find when they're not with us on Fridays in person to get support from their program specialist, the coordinator, some time that they can take away, like if they aren't scheduled for full day classrooms, then if they have 6 extra hours that week that they could work with just focusing and prioritizing CDA on site, then we're encouraging that. Anytime that they want to reach out to us via Teams or email as well, or pick up the phone, we're there to support them to like help them with assignments. And as well, Patty has always had great ability to respond quick and get needs met, so that if there is questions, either Patty or our team here is available to get those questions answered so they can continue to work. I know that a lot of times things will get turned in, and if something bounces back and they don't understand the feedback that Patty's given, then they'll come to us and ask, like, can you help us get clarification on this? So just it's really been about that wraparound support and how we can create that communication between the teams and keep them and their momentum going, I think.
Thank you so much, Brandy. Any other questions? I think we covered the main questions, but if you have any other, we're here to answer any questions you might have. Any questions from teachers? I have any teachers here? I would love to hear from you.
Something I want to emphasize is the CDA professional portfolio. You're gonna do it if you do it digital. If you're gonna have the verification visit in a virtual way, it needs to be digital, but it's recommendable also to have the hard copy. And the professional portfolio is gonna be your instrument, your tool as a professional in early childhood education. So you need to be able to upload it and update it. So it's not just to receive the credential. That portfolio is going to help you to continue on your professional development, because like the minimum standards and licensing minimum standards can change. So you can change the information in that particular area, or relate with the associations can change. So like you notice, in order to review this, to renew your CDA credential, you need to become a member of an early childhood association. But right now, while you're doing your portfolio, you're going to have that information. So it's going to prepare you in the future. And all these materials that you have on the portfolio is to demonstrate that you are competent as a CDA, okay, as a child development associates, and as an early childhood education. So my recommendation also is teach the community, advocate for your role, that you are not a babysitter, okay? You are a professional. You are an early childhood professional. So they can see you and respect your role, because it is a lot of things that you do it. working with the children, and you work not just with the children, you work with the families, and you work with other co-workers and other professionals, because you need to have a lot of information, relate with the program and relate with the licensing regulations and local, state, and federal regulations. So that enrich your life, but also it's going to enrich the families while you be working with them. So it's a different point of view, and through the whole process, you're going to be reflecting about what you're doing with the children, about what you're doing with the families, and what you're doing with paperwork, because a lot of teachers say, oh, it's a lot of paperwork, but
Yeah.
it's important to have that paperwork, and it's important to learn how to organize that paperwork. So while you do the professional portfolio, you learn all of these skills, you develop the skills that maybe you already have, but it's going to be more professional. And it's an amazing experience I've been having with all these participants. So it's nice to see all of you. So thank you for me participating today.
Absolutely. And something I want to highlight also about writing is your coaches are going to be there. If you choose the live cohort, they will provide examples, they're going to provide feedback. And this is with the intention uh, for you to know how you're doing. And if you're really including all those aspects that the council is requesting for each competency standard. So um, it's always a feedback to me is really important to get, because that's how you know how you're doing. And the other aspect that I want to highlight is that is your journey. So you write as you as a teacher. I provide a great learning environment um, by doing this and this and that. No third person, is you as a teacher. So I think that's also very important to highlight. And since we still have some time, if you have any questions, of course, let me know. But I want to share my screen. Can you see my screen? And take you to the our website. And there's two ways where you can get information for the CDA. You can either go to the tab that says professional development and go to the academy that way. Or if you are interested in knowing only about the CDA, for example, you just search the CDA, and then you're going to see the webinars that we have about the CDA, but also if you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see the CDA training pathway. So just click on the CDA training pathway, and it's going to take you right where the information that you need is. So it also says there, it's online, live or demand, it's 120 hours. And here provides a great visual, in my opinion. I'm a visual person, so I need this type of information. That way helps me a lot to know which options to get. And it will tell you which one includes what, the on-demand program or the live training pathway. It tells you right there what is included in each of them. And as you keep scrolling down, it tells you even more information about it, the learning objectives, and our coaches are there, this place as well. And any feedback that we have received are there if you want to read them. If you want more information, you can put your information there. And to register, it's on the right-hand side, and it gives you the options, right? Live online training program or the on-demand. So if you are a member, and just say member, it's great. It's a great price. At least for the live online training, is absolutely incredible that everything is included for that price. I'm just saying, there's nothing out there like that. And the on-demand as well. Again, the on-demand is only the coursework. The live online training includes the support that we've been talking about during this time together. So that is it. If you register, let's say you enroll today, it's gonna give you the option for April and May right now are open. Just take a minute, and it will tell you which one are you selecting. It's early child care, home visiting, preschool, or infant and toddler. It tells you May and April. So if you of your program is interested to registering staff. So it's right there open. Laura, do you have other question?
Yes, my question was, if I am a member of NHSA, does that count towards the requirement that the CDA asks of you being a member of an organization, right? It asks something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what it asks for.
You
To
will
renew,
you will
to
get,
renew,
what is it?
to renew the credential. To renew the CDA credential, you need to be a member of an early childhood association. The NHSA is one of the associations that qualifies. So you are a member of NHSA, when you're going to renew your credential, is one check mark that you qualify. But it's just one part. But also you need to be aware that the requirements can change. Okay, right now these are the requirements, but maybe in 2 years or 3 years when you need to renew it, are going to be different requirements. So you need to keep yourself updated.
Yeah, always check the CDA Council website. They do their best to have all the information up to date there. So I highly recommend to always check that information. I do it all the time, just in case there's any updates. But I also communicate with them frequently. But again, if needs to renew, I highly recommend to check the website. Our course, just talking about the renewal, have that information at the end for the grad pop. We provide all that information for the candidates as well. Same thing for the CDA application, the steps, and for the renewal, also we provide information there. Any other questions?
How soon will I hear from someone if I register today?
How soon do you hear to start the course?
If I register today, will I receive an email from you all immediately today about the course, or will I have to wait a certain amount of time?
Yeah, you will get the information that you purchased a slot.
Correct.
And by the time the course is going to start, you're going to get a welcome letter from the coach if you're registering for the live cohort. If for the on-demand, you're going to have access immediately.
Okay, I'm just registering a group of our staff, so I know they're going to ask me questions. If they don't receive an answer immediately, they're going to think they're not registered. So yeah, I want to.
So once the course is going to start in April, let's say that you're registering your staff for April, they're
Right.
going to get a welcome letter from the coach. So that way they're going to gain access, but that's going to happen, let's say, all our cohorts start on a monthly basis on the 1st of the month. So by April 1st, they're going to get an email from the coach indicating, okay, you're going to do these steps in order to have access to the course. And they will hear from her and from me as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Any other questions? All right. So I want to share here the information, the CDA training website, the QR code in case that you just want to do a quick check or you don't have access to the chat, you are on your phone or whatever it is, the information is there. And if you have any other questions, you can submit either a ticket through our website or just email me directly and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, my wonderful panelists, Patty, our coach, Irene and Angela. Thank you. Thank you so much, and Brandy, for being here. I appreciate it. And I have a wonderful week, and I hope to support your staff soon. If you're thinking of registering some of your staff, we'll be happy to support them on this journey. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.